because I've just turned up at the yard, loaded with my Mad Yaris, and the supercharger's turned up. So we're going to run through what we're going to do. This isn't going to get put on. I'll just say this at the very start, straight away. This will be in a couple of weeks. We're going to get this thing just to drive it around for about 2 weeks. Make sure the clutch is good, make sure the brakes work, make sure the motor's good, make sure the gearbox is all right. Understand? Please don't ask. As soon as we can put this on and we know that everything's right, trust me, it's going on. But we'll show you what it is now and what we're going to do. All the half plan we've got may change, but it's definitely going on. All right, here we go. So, amr500 supercharger. So that's the size of it there. You can see it's
bloody tiny.
Yeah.
About hand size. So yeah, obviously the rotation of the blower is that way. And so that will be the intake because the air actually goes
in there. Can you see the rotors in there?
Maybe.
Just, yeah.
Dark. Because the air goes around the outside of the supercharger and then compresses when the rotors come together on the other side. So we have to, pretty much we're going to have to mount it, I think, something like that. And yes, we will put probably a little bulge in the bonnet there for clearance. Because then that way I'll just do the charge pipe will come out of that side and basically just run around there and straight into the intake. No, you cannot run an intercooler when you do a draw-through setup because basically you're just making yourself a little bomb because you've got compressed air and fuel into basically a chamber area, and if it backfires, it'll just blow the whole intercooler apart. So and you can't run blow-off valves either. So no, there will be no blow-off valve and no intercooler. It'll be a draw-through system. The fuel, like the carb, you'll probably mount around here somewhere, and then a pipe going to the intake at the bottom there. But the fuel alone going through the supercharger is enough to keep the supercharger cool. So that's where we're going to sort of, basically keep the intake charge cool enough to go through.
The car will be cool enough because of my new front spoiler.
Okay, yeah, no it won't, but anyway. So what we'll do, basically just mount it like an alternator. We've got a couple of ears on the bottom there, which we're probably going to have to modify slightly because realistically I'd like to mount it off that side there, but we can't because of where it's going to be situated. So we'll probably utilise the alternator brackets there. Even if we drop the alternator down slightly somehow, which will probably give us a little bit more room again. And then all we pretty much got to do is make sure that our pulley there is lined up with the belt. And away we go.
I'll let him grab that one. So I hope everyone understands sort of where we're heading with it. And but it's a pretty cool little unit, eh? Like it's tiny and it's just, it already runs a V-belt. There are additional belt spots there. There's not one on the bottom pulley though, so I am going to have to...
We're not running it off the water pump.
No.
Because it'll basically just break the front of the water pump off. So we'll just get a longer belt and we'll obviously just run it around the same. It'll end up coming off the water pump, up around there. We'll have some sort of idler pulley down here. So the belt will actually want to go back around. So we get more purchase on the blower pulley itself and on the alternator. If you don't have enough, you've got to have like at least half, if not a little bit more, of the pulley covered by the belt, otherwise you won't get enough grip on it. So we'll end up with a flat idler pulley there that runs on the back side of the belt, just a flat pulley. So when the belt comes up, it'll go around like that and then back in a little bit and then back out to where the alternator's mounted, so the alternator pulley. And that should work pretty damn good, I think.
For $280 you can't go wrong.
I'm pretty sure, worst case, if it's too much or not enough boost, I think it may be too much. We may have to get a slightly bigger pulley for it because we can't change the bottom pulley. Whatever it is what it is. But in saying that, if it's 6 or 7 pound, I think it'll be quite good. That's what I'm hoping for.
Okay, the motor that's in this one now is a 998, which is a 1000cc motor. These blowers are rated for 1 litre to 2.2 litre, so 1000cc 1 litre.
Yep.
So it's.
But mind you, like a bigger engine will usually have a bigger pulley down the bottom. These are a pretty small crank pulley. So I think it's going to be it'll be overdriven a little bit, but not a hell of a lot. So I think boost-wise, I think we'll be pretty much on par with that. The only way we can change the boost is by changing the top pulley. Because we can't
look at that spoiler.
So I think we're on a win with that one.
I reckon it's going to be awesome. All right, well, we're flat out today, guys, and we've got a big scrap run going out in a week or so. So our main priority now is getting this yard cleared out and getting cars ready to go. But make sure you hit that like button, guys. It makes a big difference to everything. But I just thought I'd give you an update because that just turned up. Yeah, we're pretty excited, but at the same time, we do have to. I've got to get my stuff finished inside the car so we can get it registered, and then we've got to play with the brakes and clutch, make sure they're perfect
And
before.
wait for the water pump to turn up.
Oh yeah, there's a water pump to come too. That's why we haven't been able to drive this thing really yet. So, yeah, we did get flares on the back. We were going to try and do front ones today, but I think we're just going to have to work, guys. But yeah, so the rear flares on, which looks good. They're just those cheap ones. Anyone was watching the live last night would have seen them and seen me piss about getting the new front spoiler on. Obviously, there's a lot of clean-up stuff to do, and I'm going to have to fiberglass from the back and stuff, but I'm actually very happy with how that come up. It's actually going to be pretty cool. All right, guys. All right, I hope you enjoyed that little update. What are we thinking? How did Captain like the spoiler? No comment. There you go. No? No? No comment.
How did I like it?
How did he like it? I sent him a picture last night, and he typed back, "Yeah, that looks okay." But
it's hard to. Like, sarcasm is hard to type in a text. That's the problem.
really, I like it.
I think, yes, it will look alright with a few more mods and a bit of a tidy up, you know. It's going to look better than not having one there. I'm sure there is definitely better ones out there.
But for the price...
We're trying to do it with what we got. And
yeah.
If that's the case, but, yeah, I think if we... yeah, I don't know.
Do we plan on giving the Mini a cut and polish? Leaf started to buff the bonnet. The paint's too far gone to... Yeah, it makes it actually look worse. We're planning to paint the car. We were always planning to paint the car. It's going to be silver with a black roof.
If I get it as clean as I can, and we actually just buy a couple of dirty ass cans of acrylic metallic blue and just dust the whole car, and then it'll give it like a satin finish, but still look tidy as, you know, just over the top of that, just stand back and just dust the whole car.
I'll be honest with you, there's no big rust holes. The paint is the least of my worries. Getting the inside clean and not smelling like rat is pretty big on the priority list, which is almost there. Getting the engine right, running, driving and happening, and
I still got the suspension.
Yeah, we've still got to change one side of the suspension over to the high-low stuff. But for now, guys, we're just going to get it going and use it, enjoy it. Cosmetic stuff we'll do later. It's not a major thing on this one. It's never going to be a show car, but we will paint it. It's going to be silver with a black roof, and it'll look mad. Anyway, guys, we're going to go do some work. Thank you very much for joining in again. If you haven't subscribed, make sure you do, because there'll be more blow-up stuff for this coming up. More Jag, more everything, basically. All right, guys. Hey, mate, been in Alaska for work. Haven't seen last few streams. Hope it's all well. No worries. In Alaska, Justin. Well, there you go. That was unexpected and different. Yeah. Anyway, all right, guys. See you.